Welcome. You are now watching Boss Lady News, highlighting businesses, nonprofits, events, talent. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Miss Britt Johnson.
So now we're going to get a chance to speak with Alex E. Edwards. I know you guys know him.
How you doing?
How are you?
I'm all right.
So, for my audience, right, any new people that might not know much about Mr. Alex E. Edwards, you are the person that kind of led me into being comfortable with wanting to become a real estate agent. And now we are on Realty time.
Oh, yeah.
So, Alex, tell us a little bit about yourself and what really got you into real estate.
So I'm a real estate broker at Thumbprint Realty. What got me into real estate, I was in college for business administration, and my professor said, go home and treat something like a business. Buy something and run it like a business. And at 20, I bought a home.
At 20 years old, you
I
bought a home.
I bought a home and a multifamily. So I was like, I'm a landlord. I'm excited. And I go back to school and say, Professor, guess what? He said, what, Alex? Guess what I bought? What, Alex? I bought a house. Oh, my, you bought a house? Yep, I'm going to run it like a business. Oh, he's amazed. So I said, guess what else? He said, what? This is the last time you're going to see me because I can't pay for education and this mortgage. And that's the last time you see me.
Wow. Okay.
That was it.
Okay.
That was my school career was over.
Wow.
My college career. So.
And
Best
fast
decision
forward, right, fast forward, it was the best decision
Yep.
ever for you. And not just that, you have been able to encourage more and more young people to find their interest in real estate.
Yeah.
And not just real estate, but in ownership. So how do you feel about that?
I mean, real estate changed my life. It made my life, it saved my life, changed my life, it made my life beautiful. The opportunity to do anything I want, the opportunity to travel the world and not worry about my finances. I'm never going to reach the glass ceiling. No one's going to tell me how much I can make. I could constantly buy homes over and over and over. And I could teach the same formula to my son, to young folk. The thing is, I grew up in Phil's Corner. I didn't see anyone that was positive that I wanted to be like. I didn't see anyone really too positive. So we was taught one thing, and if there's not a lot of resources in the neighborhood, of course we're gonna learn what not to do because people's teaching us what not to do.
Right.
So I think and then the people that's doing the right thing, they just don't have no swag. They look boring, nerds, and you don't want to be them, you know. And so now, I make a conscious effort to always relate to the younger folks. If it's how I dress, how I speak, and how I greet them, so they could say, you know what, that man's cool. I want to be like him. I wonder what he does. Instead of the drug dealer on the corner or something. I have swag like a drug dealer. You could be just like me, but I'm doing stuff that's legal.
Right.
And I'm making more money than drug dealing. So
you don't have to worry about nobody taking it.
Exactly. So I think we need that in our neighborhood to change because young people follow the glitter, right? The glitter. That's what amuses them. So we got to kind of sometimes, as professionals, tone ourselves down just to relate so they could follow something positive.
Right. And typically, people are adults are multifaceted, right? I've been taught, you have your conversations or your street slang, right, with your friends, and you've got your family slang. Certain words you can't say around mom, so dad or grandparents, right? The art of the chameleon.
Yep.
And you've got your business swag also. And what most young people don't realize is there's a time and a place for everything, but how you present yourself is what is going to drive people to want to work with you. And how I literally, Darren's in there now, he remembers our conversation. We went into an AutoZone, and the young guy behind there said, I want to dress like that. He didn't know what Darren did at the time, He just knew he wanted to dress like this man that was in front of him. And it was, you know, it
was amazing.
Yeah.
Shout out to Darren.
So more people, more young people finding out about you, I feel like is what's important. And oddly enough, in this property ownership, one thing you had bubble up to the top that I'm like, okay, maybe he's right. There's more and more women that are interested in the property ownership.
Women rock. Women are beautiful. The strongest being in the world. I love women. I love women, and I love women. I think you guys deserve a lot more respect in this world. You carry us. Without women. You're looking at a man that's nothing without women. So, and they bossing all the way up. They are buying more. A single man versus a single woman is blowing a single man out the water with purchasing real estate.
Wow.
Organize, know what you want, and you know how to get it. Yeah, my type of queen.
Kudos to all the ladies out there, as this is Women's Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And when it comes to ownership, I know a lot of people, they're afraid of jumping into that. And what I think the difference with women is, you know, it's like, hey, you just got to do it because we got to take care of the family.
Or yeah, have a bit more focus.
Is that it?
I mean, more focus, and again, a little bit more organized, and you know exactly what you want, and you just go get it. I guess it's special. It's just, you guys are special.
Yeah.
It's special.
And don't get him wrong. Don't get us wrong.
Yeah.
Like a full unit takes both, right? It takes the father in the family, in the household. It takes the mom in the family participating and being there, not just on social media taking pictures.
So I'm talking single. So now we put a single woman and a single man together that both have their mind right and going attacking real estate. That's phenomenal. I told my wife, before I say I do, you have to say you closed.
Before you finish that story, because I want to make sure everyone hears that story about Alex and Joanna, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere.
Brent Harding here again. Previously, I spoke to you about being memorable when you're networking. I am your networking guru from BrentSHarding.com. So how do you become memorable to somebody? We talked about gift giving. And what that means is giving somebody something that is not the typical, something that's going to surprise them, something that's going to make you come back to mind day after day and week after week. How many of you travel? How many of you like to travel, want to be able to travel outside of the country? I've had the privilege of traveling to 58 countries and living abroad in China. And if you like to travel, then here's an exclusive on Boss Lady News. We are giving away a travel site to one of you in the audience. And it's DIY. It's going to have your name on it. You do everything yourself. It is going to be the best pricing, and you're going to be able to do comparatives. So instead of paying retail, you are going to be paying discounted, and in some cases, you're going to be paying wholesale. Oh, yeah, Brent, I've heard that before. Well, guess what? Now you get to test us out and find out if it's real. So it's happening here exclusively on Boss Lady News. You need only go up and send me an email, and that is to Brent at BrentSHarding.com. That's BRENT at BRENTSHARDING.com. And I will reach out to you, and we will set up your site. And then I'm going to be looking for you to be traveling with us in 2020, because we are going to 2 locations. We're going to Dubai and we're going to Australia. So you have plenty of time to bring the money together. And here's the important part. You are going to be saving, and you will remember me for life. Why? Because I've given something to you, the gift that keeps on giving. Now, today we're going to hear even more about those gifts, but exclusively on Boss Lady News. Until we meet again, I am wishing you much in travel and gift giving and networking, because now you have something powerful to give away. Till next time.
Have always said multiple times that you had to, what was the slogan you used?
Before I say I do, my wife had to say I close.
Right.
Yep.
Say it one more time.
Before I say I do, my wife had to say I close.
Now tell everybody what that meant and the significance of that.
The number one reason why people get divorced or couples get divorced are finance, right? Finance is just the biggest issue. Not having enough money or being upset, coming home frustrated. It's just
a snowball effect.
Yeah, it's just an issue, right?
Yeah.
So I figured, let's figure that out before we get married. I have homes, you buy a home, then we're not gonna figure what's there to argue about when it comes to financing. And it worked out tremendously. I mean, we practically live for free.
Right. I just want people to understand what you're saying. So before you guys were married, you had properties, and you wanted to make sure that your oncoming wife had properties, had money
in her
of
name
her own
as
also.
Well. Yep.
And what I think is so powerful about that is you're putting money in her pocket by making sure that she's got money in her pocket. And then you guys got married, and you became this powerhouse.
Yep. And then last year we bought 3 homes. And we wanted to step our goals up. And so this year, right now, we have 2 homes under agreement for the family.
Wow.
And then we're building a condo complex on Stanton Street called the Carter.
The Carter.
After our son.
So when I heard about that, I was like, okay, Britt, you got to step up your game, right? You got to figure this out. And I think for myself and many people, because dealing with the numbers of property ownership is so above what we're used to, right? We're not used to six zeros. We're not used to 6-digit figures. And what I've been really playing around with in my head, because I want to talk to more young people and I want to speak to the parents, is we encourage our children to become athletes. We encourage our children, oh, they're good at dancing or performing. Become a dancer, become a rapper, become a singer. But we don't encourage our children to figure out where you can also get money without having to do those things. Mary J. Blige lives on the same block as 5 doctors. She made it known that she is an artist. That's where she got her money. But these doctors and these real estate people that live on her street, they don't have to do what she does.
I mean, one, you definitely want to follow your passion. I think that's very important. But 2, I think we focus on age and success too much. It's almost, you have to wait for to be a certain age to become successful. I don't believe in that at all. I mean, you could become successful at 5, you could become successful at 7, at 10. And as parents, we have to allow our kids, tell our kids that. Don't wait till you're 18. Don't wait until you graduate college no, let's become successful now. What do you like doing now? Let's turn it into a business right now, right away, and not base it on age. I dislike that a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like that a lot. Like, just focus on the success and focus on the passion of your child, not the age.
That's
because
so powerful.
Their children are incredible, and they're younger than you are. So they're gonna figure out, they're gonna solve problems in the world, for the world at that age, because they're actually going through it.
Right.
A lot of wealthy people say, when I was younger, I had a lot of dreams, no money. When I was older, I had no dreams, a lot of money. Because they're not in that everyday hustle, that everyday life now, and trying to figure out what the world needs. They on top. So our kids is right there. They're gems.
Right.
They know what the world are into right now. They know what the world loves. I just think I don't like the age comparison. I just don't like the age boundaries at all.
Right. So let's get rid of those age boundaries. Let's change the narrative around when your child has to go to college. I am my oldest.
When our child has to be.
When our child has to be successful. Yeah. My oldest is getting ready to head out to school.
No.
And I put no requirements except that, long term, I want her to do better than I did. I have my bachelor's. So right now, I want you to know what you want to do, because when you leave from school, there's a main focus I want you to start putting your business into. However, she also knows that she's getting a condo and she's going to be renting out a room, because mommy ain't going to have to pay for tuition. She's going to have her roommate paying for that tuition.
I agree 100%.
I think I learned that from you.
Yeah, I don't like the statement better than you. Your child's going to be better than you. I think we should make it very hard to compete with their parents. Like, you could be better than me, but I'm going to make it very hard, Carter, because I'm going to beat you, but you want to beat me. So we having this battle, we both want to be good.
Right.
And that's with my wife. Do you care if your wife make more money? Yes or no? If she makes more money than I do, I'm more competitive. I'm going to be a little bit more competitive. Like, no, I don't want that to happen. Then she beats me. Then I beat her. Then it just honestly we do this constantly, and it just makes our family better, our financial life better, health amazing. So, yeah.
Wow. Well, you guys, we're not going away, and Alex isn't going anywhere. He's going to be part of our tutorial with Miss Lily. So you guys are going to take a brief PSA, and when we come back, Leandra is going to show us how to do some gift giving to some of our clients. We'll be right back. Lily, how are you?
Hey,
Mwah.
how you doing?
I'm so excited to have you, and the reason that I'm having Alex join us, come on over here, Alex, is because I have always wanted to really start giving back to my clients, and I think it's always awesome, some of the decorations that you've been able to do, everything from this amazing iced out piece of wine glass here to, here's a nice little cookie gift that people can do for their clients, and see how she's placed her business card on it. That's absolutely perfect. These are just some awesome items that you decorated.
Yes.
And it's always very inexpensive but creative.
Right.
So you're going to show us how to do something a little sweet for some of those ladies that are out there buying.
Right. So the first thing we want to do, we're going to do strawberries. Going back to giving, marketing, branding, great way to do that first when you are doing something like this. Get your bags together, have your business cards, how I did the cookies.
Right.
Tape it on, glue it on, staple it on.
I love
it's a
that.
great way to say thank you.
Yeah.
Something like this, though, you would give right then and there to your client. You wouldn't put in the mail. Okay?
I would try. Then somebody come, hey, somebody ate my chocolates. It was the mailman.
Well, for TV purposes, okay, normally this is not how you kind of clean strawberries. I have a thing on my Instagram on how you clean strawberries properly before you even make them.
Okay.
Oh, so you got to clean them?
Yeah,
I usually just buy them.
No, there's a prep.
You're supposed to clean everything
Oh,
up.
You
I-
always
I
clean
taste it
everything.
before
I
I
have
buy
a
it.
food solution that I do to clean them. You want to get all like pesticides and stuff they have on. Just because it says organic, still clean them.
That's right.
Okay, so you always make sure. So if we're working with chocolate, we got to work quickly.
Should
the
I mix?
Chocolate will seize.
Okay.
Yeah, you can mix a little bit.
I'm going to mix this.
Always make sure your strawberries are always dry. Okay, always make sure they're dry. If they're wet, they'll cause the chocolate to seize. Water should never hit chocolate. It messes the whole consistency up. Goes into science.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to do something?
Right now, we're about to do now. What we're gonna do? Get to the side. You see how I did this? Okay, we're gonna put 2 toothpicks in each strawberry. Put it right there in the tip.
Okay.
Just stick it in. This is great for the guys to do too. Learn how to properly do it all the way. That's good. Another one.
So any of the men out there, or anybody out there, if you want to do something sweet for the person in your life, or if you do have a customer or a client that's just been there for you, right? They're always supporting you. They're always coming out to your events. And how do you keep people coming? How do you keep them satisfied?
And being memorable.
And being memorable. That's right. So Leandra's always memorable because she always bring like pretty stuff onto the set.
Okay. So the next thing we're gonna do is we're working really quickly here. Some things you've cut out.
And Alex is really good at marketing. I see all the marketing stuff that comes in and flyers and things. This is something else that you can give to your customers.
Can you put my name on the strawberries or no?
You could put an A.
No, you could probably draw an A if you're that good. What you want to do?
Thumbprint?
Yeah. You're gonna take. See, I'm grabbing the stems right here,
Well, okay.
and you're gonna take it. And this is where the toothpicks come into handy. And you just dip it in there. Take it out. So it don't be so excessive. And then what you want to do is, the trick is, take it and push it. So you don't have that much pudding.
Got you.
Okay, and if it puddles,
makes
pick
sense.
it back up and put it into another area. Now this is a silicone mat, but you can also use parchment paper, aluminum foil. But
Gotcha.
you just can't sit it on any type of surface because it would adhere and mess up.
Wow.
Okay, so you can try
So
that
we're
for
going to
yourself.
continue doing these, and you guys, you can head on over to my Facebook page, and you will see the final results of our chocolate dipping with Miss Lily. Lily, how can they get in touch with you?
Or you can call me at 781-510-9985. Again, 781-510-9985. You can email me at information@llccreates.com.
Don't make a mess, Alex.
Or you can hit me up on my website at www.llc.com.
Thank you.
Yep, push. There you go. See, that's it. Look how beautiful that looks.
That looks beautiful.
Can do it on.
What do we do with this?
This right here, if you want to add a little design to it, you do some little chocolate. You can color your chocolate. Do the little snip. Get a piping bag. Take your. So you want your chocolate to settle first, and then you just.
Britt don't know nothing about this, you know.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a professional over here.
You can add your sprinkles.
You know what I'm saying? I want
You
you.
know, you can do all kinds of things. Makes it really pretty and romantic.
I
You
want
know,
you
you
at
can also
school.
go to my Instagram page. I have a bunch of strawberries on there. You can see the designs
What's
there.
the Instagram page?
It's Lily Creations Instagram.
I just want to.
You know what? You got it? Yeah, just push it a little bit. That's it.
And I'll do the pretty.
Yeah, go quickly.